In 1816, a young woman named Mary Shelley had a dream. This was no ordinary dream. It was a vivid nightmare that would inspire one of the greatest horror stories ever told, Frankenstein. Mary was just 18 years old. She was on a trip with her husband, the poet Percy Shelley, and their friend Lord Byron. Trapped indoors by bad weather, they challenged each other to a writing contest. Mary's dream became the seed for her story. She imagined a scientist who dared to create life, only to be horrified by what he had wrought. Frankenstein was published 2 years later and became an instant sensation. The novel wasn't just a scary story, it explored deep questions about the nature of life, death, and the limits of human ambition. It resonated with readers then, and it continues to resonate with us today. This is because Frankenstein taps into our deepest fears and anxieties about the power of science and the consequences of our actions. Victor Frankenstein is a brilliant but reckless young scientist. He's obsessed with pushing the boundaries of knowledge. Driven by a thirst to uncover the secrets of life, he becomes consumed by a dangerous ambition to create life from death. He collects body parts, dissects them, and uses his knowledge to try and piece together a living being. Fueled by his relentless pursuit, Victor isolates himself from the world. He loses himself in his work, blind to the potential consequences of his actions. His ambition consumes him. He becomes like a man possessed, neglecting his health, his family, and his own moral compass. Little does he know his pursuit of knowledge will come at a terrible cost. After years of tireless work, Victor finally achieves his goal. He brings to life a creature assembled from the dead. However, the moment he succeeds, he is overwhelmed with horror and disgust. His creation is not the beautiful being he imagined. It is a grotesque, monstrous figure. Terrified by what he has unleashed upon the world, Victor abandons his creation. He leaves the creature to fend for itself, hoping to erase the terrible mistake he has made. The creature is left alone, abandoned by its creator, and shunned by a world that fears what it doesn't understand. Chapter 4. The monster's quest for acceptance. Despite its monstrous appearance, the creature is not inherently evil. It is born innocent, with a capacity for learning, feeling, and longing for connection. Abandoned and alone, the creature is forced to fend for itself. It learns to survive in the shadows, observing the world from a distance. It yearns for acceptance, for someone to see past its hideous exterior and recognize the spark of humanity within. The creature's journey is a tragic one. It is a story of rejection, isolation, and the desperate desire for connection in a world that only sees a monster. Chapter 5. Creation, Destruction, and Playing God. Frankenstein is a cautionary tale about the perils of unchecked ambition. It warns us of the dangers of playing God and meddling with the natural order of life and death. Victor's hubris, his belief that he can control the forces of creation, ultimately leads to his downfall. The novel raises profound questions about the nature of good and evil, the consequences of our actions, and the responsibility we have towards our creations. Frankenstein's tragedy reminds us that every act of creation carries with it the potential for destruction. It serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of humility, compassion, and ethical considerations in the face of scientific progress.